What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ricky Somborn and today we're going to learn how to play Girl Crush by Little Big Town, aka also inspired by Harry Styles, on the good old uke. But as always, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that red subscribe button below. It looks a little bit like this. Click it, it'll turn gray. Also, if you want to be notified every single time I upload a video right here on YouTube, make sure to hit the bell icon right next to the subscribe icon. And the most important thing that you could do, and I would love you forever if you did it, is if you hit that like button, and that basically just tells YouTube that, hey, this video is awesome, let's share it out to more people, and that's how we grow this channel. And I guess leave a comment below letting me know if you're new. There are a bunch of new subscribers to this channel, so I would love to get to know you more. So make sure to leave just a hi or where you're from in the comment section below, and I would love to talk to you. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. So this song has 5 chords and they're all pretty easy. The first one is an A minor. The next chord is a C. The next chord is an E minor, F, and the last chord is a G. So if you're like, Ricky, my uke doesn't sound like yours, mine has a little bit of a higher pitched sound. That is because I do have a low G on this uke, so that basically just gives it a little bit of a deeper sound. But again, all these chords that I mentioned in this video will work for a uke with a high G or a low G on your uke. Doesn't matter, it's going to sound just good. But yeah, that is, I just want to do a quick note on that. But if you also, you're like, Ricky, I know how to play an A minor chord, a C, an F, and a G. Let's move on to the strumming and the mini play along. I got you. You can go ahead and you can skip ahead to whatever section that you want in this video. I'm not going to make you sit through an entire video if you know parts of it, so you can skip to whatever section in the video that you want. Again, I did do a full play along of this video. I'll link it up here. I'll say click here for a full play along. Also, I'll put it in the description below, so you definitely go check that out. Leave some love on that. But if you're like, Ricky, I don't know how to play an A minor, a C, an E minor, an F, or a G, don't worry, that is why this video exists. We're going to go step by step on how to play each chord and where to put your fingers for each chord coming up. But before we talk about finger positioning for each chord, I do want to mention really quickly about how we number the strings and the frets. So if you're super new to uke and you don't know this, definitely listen up because it's going to be a lifesaver down the road. So let's pick up our uke. The top string is going to be the 4th string. The next one down is going to be the 3rd. The next one down is going to be the 2nd. And the last one at the bottom, we're going to number that the 1st string. So it's going to be 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's look at our actual fretboard, and you see these lines right here. So this is going to be the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and then so on. So make sure to familiarize yourself with the numbering of the strings and the frets, because you're going to hear me talk about that when we're actually going to talk about where to put our fingers for each chords coming right up. So the first chord that we're going to learn is the A minor chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to play it with my middle finger, and I place my middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And again, I will have a visual representation of where to put your fingers on the actual fretboard right next to me so you can visually see it. I think it's a little bit easier to tell where to put your fingers. So again, A minor, you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and it should sound somewhat like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the C chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my ring finger and I like to place it on the 1st string, 3rd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the E minor chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Then I take my ring finger and I place it on the 3rd string, 4th fret, so it looks like a staircase going down, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the F chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the 2nd string, 1st fret, And then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. And last but not least, we're going to talk about the G chord, and how I play this one is I'm going to take my pointer finger and I'm going to place it on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And then I take my ring finger and I place it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and it should sound like this. And just to let you know, if you are kind of getting a muted sound, that's just basically telling you that you're not pressing down hard enough on the actual strings. So make sure to put more pressure on the strings and it should have a clearer sound. So those are all the 5 chords that you need for this song. Make sure to get really comfortable with knowing where to put your fingers for each chord, and also transitioning between each chord, because that's going to be super helpful when we talk about strumming and how we actually play this song. So we've talked about chords, let's talk about how we're going to play this song. I like to play it with a finger pluck. I'm going to talk about 2 different ways that you can do this one. The first one is I'm going to talk about is how I actually did it in the full play along. Again, go check the full play along video out. Linked in the description below, also up in the eye. But basically how you want to do this one is you're going to pluck with your thumb the 4th string. Then next you're going to pluck the 3rd. And then you're going to pluck the bottom 2 strings with these 2 fingers at the same time. So again, it's going to be 4, 3, bottom 2. Let's do it one more time. 4, 3, bottom 2. Let's do it one more time. In 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, bottom 2. So you're going to play that finger pluck, that whole section 4 times for each chord. So you're going to start with the C chord, not the C minor, the C chord, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to go to the next chord, which would be E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to go to the next chord, which would be an F. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you end at G. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's basically how you're going to play this song. It's just going to be 4 times that 4, 3, bottom 2 strings. The other way that you can do this is just going up and down these strings. So it would be 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, it'll be the going down 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So with this finger picking pattern, you're going to play that sequence twice. So it'd be going to the C, it'd be 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then when you're at this 4 again, you go to the next chord. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then you switch chords to the next one. So again, those are the 2 different finger picking styles that I recommend for this song. Again, make sure to be comfortable and sort of familiar with the chords, the finger positioning, the plucking. And now let's go ahead and see how everything gets packaged together in the mini play along. Again, definitely highly recommend the full play along. I'll link it in the description below. But the mini play along will start in 3, 2, 1.
I don't get no sleep. I don't get no peace thinking about her under your bed sheets. The way that she's whispering, the way that she's pulling you in. Lord knows I tried I can't get her off my mind.
So congratulations, you now know how to play Girl Crush by Little Big Town, aka inspired by Harry Styles on my end, on the good old uke. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Also subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you're like, Ricky, what is that beautiful uke that you have? This is the Kala Tenor Glossy Ukulele. This one I also got on Amazon. I'll put a link to that Amazon link in the description below. This one I think was $120. This was the second ukulele that I've ever had in my life, and it's still one of my favorites. It just looks really cool. It's super glossy, and again, I do have the low G D'Addario strings on here, which I also highly recommend. I'll put that also linked in the description below. I did get that on Amazon as well. I think it's like $7 for the set of 4 strings, which I highly recommend. If you do not have a low G on one of your ukes, you definitely should, because it is a game changer and it adds just such a richness and fullness to the uke, and it will honestly make that uke that has a low G your favorite ukulele. Like, honestly, trust me, this was one of my favorites before it had the low G, but as soon as I put the low G on here, it's been literally like right next to my desk, because it's my favorite and I like to just play it every day when I'm practicing or I'm bored or have 10 minutes to just kind of mess around and play the ukulele. This is always one of the ones that I go to because of the low G, and also just because it looks pretty cool. So highly recommend this uke. Again, everything will be linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video channel. I love you. There's a lot of new subscribers, so hello if you're new. If this is your first video, second video, 100th video that you've watched, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, and that's it. That's all the plugs I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.